Okay, my name is Ashley. I am the owner of the Decked Out Factory, and I'm gonna give you a quick little tour of part of our facility here, and then kind of explain our products too, because I think a lot of people are confused, and I mean, people like to see how it's made too, right? So we're in a couple thousand square feet facility right here. It is a Sunday, so we're not actually usually running production, but we're testing out some things, building out plexiglass walls so when you call, it's not so loud. And yeah, I just flew back in from Texas, which is where I'm from, but the facility here is actually in Southern Illinois, in my hometown, where we do other wide format printing and everything like that. So let me run you through the machines. Let's set this up here. So this monster, you can see this here. So this is a CNC machine, right? So what is a CNC machine? CNC is a computer numerical control system, to get nerdy with it. And what it's doing is, this is actually called, it's not 2D or 3D. Sometimes we say 3D or 2D, it's easier, but it's 2.5D cutting. And it's using different bits, which I'll show you, to go down into the material a certain depth to create the designs, right? So our materials, which I will grab one really quick. So this one's actually really cool because this is laser. This is a laser engraved wood grain, but the black is the bottom layer and the brown is the top. It's kind of hard to see there. So each color is 3 millimeters, and then they go through this welding process, as it's called. So like, when I get my blanks in from the manufacturers, because I'm working with a company out of America that manufactures the welding of the blanks. And I basically pick my top design, I pick my top color, I pick my bottom color, they weld it together, and then I get these blanks. Like, none of this is here. And then on my CNCs, that is where I cut all of the designs that people send in. So we have different bit sizes, right? And that's why people send in logos, which we do a lot of custom business logos. It's probably 50% of the business. And the complexity is, some people think this is printing, right? Like a graphic printing, which we also do here, but not for the cooler tops. And I have to watch out. This thing might actually come and hit me. And it's cutting the inside right now. So there's minimums. So if your logo is very complex, we have to make quite a few changes to it. And I have in-house graphic designers who are doing this as well, all here in the USA. And we have to take your logo, space things out, because there's minimums. So we have a minimum of a 16th inch bit, and then we have an 1/8 inch bit. We have a 3/16 inch bit and a 1/4 inch bit. This brand new machine here, which is a Multicam, this is like a $140,000 machine we just invested in this year. It actually can auto change the bits, which is fantastic, but I'll show you our older machines that we started with and we still run a lot slower. It's a lot of manual process of going in and actually changing the bit for every single one of them. So let me show you this. A sheet like this could take a couple of hours because there's quite a few small, intricate details on it. Again, the top layer here is a blue, and then it's over a titanium. Once it cuts down the actual design, a knife will go around and cut out the entire border of it. So this is our newest machine. Again, this is a brand new Multicam Apex 3R EVO. Super cool. I would love to get another one of these when we get rolling. So these are two of our older ones, which again, we're usually not running stuff on the weekends, except for holidays. Get a little crazy, we will. Fun little setup that we do all of our photos and videos in. So I'll just show you a couple of these things here. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, we do one tricolor right now. Well, I'm adding a second one right now, actually, and it's for our American flag stuff. So this is a blue, it's marina blue over titanium over a lava red. So we actually have one of our 3/16 bits set to a depth a little bit deeper. So parts of it can go down through 6 millimeters of color versus 3 millimeters of color. It took a long time to perfect some of these, and there has been an absurd amount of waste in trial and error. But what I really care about in my company is quality. because you are paying for it. And I promise you, I go as low as we can on the price because it is so much manual labor put into this. From the time you send in the order, my designer we print out the order, my designer goes through the order, whether it's adding a name, a logo, a lot of work within CAD, if you're familiar with that. It gets sent over to the machines. It has to get queued up manually with how many can we fit per sheet per color. It has to get blown out, checked, quality checked, and then of course like shipped safely to you. But again, I really care about quality and about customization and the level of customization will go. So this is just a template, right? But then we have things like, oh, this one's sick. I love this. This logo. Like this is a forest green over toffee, super popular. So they sent in a logo. I'm not sure how much we simplified this. We'll have to see. And when you're ordering, you go ahead and choose simple logo, hard logo. If you chose simple and it's hard, there is an upcharge, only because again, it's the matter of, does it take my designer 10 minutes, 15 minutes? Or does it take my designer an hour? Because this is not an automated system and they're manually taking your logo, looking at it and deciding how is this going to cut best and for longevity. You have to keep in mind if you order something with really small letters or like pieces, I have a minimum of a 0.15 that I want sticking up because otherwise it will rip super easy. And again, we just warn the customers of that. Like when you're doing the proof, the smaller the things, we can do it for you, but I want it to last and to be a great quality. This one's another one. This is a big one. I love this wood grain, and I'll show you. I just got another wood grain. I'm the only one I think with it right now. And it's actually the forest green, but in a wood grain, and it looks absolutely sick. I probably have like over 24 colors right now. If there's a color you want and I don't have it, like if you see there's a combo and you're like, ooh, I want blue and green, I can get it custom made for you, but we basically have to charge for an entire sheet if I'm custom purchasing it for you, unless it's a color that I believe I'd love to add to the website. And it's usually about a 3 to 4 week turnaround in order for me to get that custom color in. But feel free to send in what you're looking for, because again, I'm here to do as much custom things as we can for our customers. So let me show you this green, actually, it's really cool. We stock a bunch, which costs a lot, but we want to push this stuff out as fast as we can for you. So let me show you this. So this is the forest green, but wood grain. So this is over a toffee. This one is so sick. I love this. Over a toffee. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut some examples out of this because this just came in the past week. One other thing with the material, there is, let me show. Okay, so 99% of our colors are brushed. I don't know if you can see this on the back. Okay, so it says brushed, right? That goes long ways, like with the grain. And then a couple of colors that are a little more like sporty-like. So we have it with our reds, our red over white and our red over black. And when you order, it'll say it online too. It's called knurled, Knurled. So it's more of like this, like squares, right? Like a pattern like that. But again, the majority of the designs are like this. You want something custom knurled, we have to order an entire sheet or more. Perfectly fine. I have a great customer I love out of Georgia. He just ordered 90 tops for his company. So I custom ordered the color, the exact color that he wanted. He wanted like a red over blue instead of blue over red or something like that. And I usually don't stock it. Super cool Arctics, the red, white, and blue ones. A couple other colors we just added actually. They're getting on our site this week. Is a orange over charcoal. That was like highly requested. And I'm a big blue girl. So I actually did the marina blue over, what is it called? The Gulfstream. This will be easier. So the marina blue over the Gulfstream. That is cool. I love the tone on tone. So again, if you see colors on our site that you're like, hey, I love the Gulfstream and I love the purple. I really want purple over Gulfstream or Gulfstream over purple. We can do it, but I just have to charge for an entire sheet if it's not something that I'm going to carry in my warehouse. So when it comes to what cooler tops, what things we can do, right? So we have a lot of coolers here because we've measured the majority of these in-house ourselves. And you'll see on our website that we have like all of the Yeti and Arctic sizes on there. I'm trying to get this set up so it's not turning. Thank you. So we have all of the Yeti and Arctic sizes on there, and we're working through like all the other brands right now. If you don't see your cooler top, we'll have a video and how to measure your own top, where you just have to send us in the drawing of the size. And if you are the first one to do that for us, we will give you a special discount for helping us like get that size. Because the only other way to do this is I'm like, you know, ordering in coolers, and it's hard because there's thousands of them. So again, we can do basically any cooler top, even the ones with cup holders. They're quite a bit harder to draw and do, but we can do them. Another option, and we just did this because we're working with a lot of people at SEMA, this really cool Bronco build right now. He actually just sent in a like plastic template, drew exactly what it wanted, he mailed it in. We then have a machine here called a ProDim, and it like pinpoints it, and then we can put it into our CAD software, and it can be perfect. So that's another thing, is you're welcome to send us a paper, plastic, cardboard, whatever template. We've done that quite a bit. We won't charge extra to scan it for you. We will just go ahead and do that. And yeah, so a few ways of getting your custom things done. We do anything custom. Someone wanted 20 sheets long the other week of, I don't even know what they're using it for. And if it's say like a floor mat or something you want it heavy, we have a 3mm rubber matting that we attach to products like side-by-side mats, the dog mats, and like a floor mat. Same with the side-by-sides. We only have so many sizes on our site right now. So the best way to go about it, and again, would love to give a deal to whoever is like working with me on it, is you can just send in either a drawing, but if that's too hard, just plastic, ship it in, the template, and then we will go ahead, scan it out, and get those made for you. So this is, again, the tour of part of the warehouse. I appreciate all the business and support. This is just honestly, like, I've been in the printing fabrication industry for 10 years, since I got out of high school. And I think it's fun. This is honestly my favorite thing I've done so far. It's just really cool, the things that we can come up with and make. And we're just at the beginning of all of the products that I want to add. There's so many fun things coming. And the longevity on the products too, because that's a big question. This stuff is originally made for boats, to go in the floors of boats, and we used to actually install that at like the Ozarks, and then I converted to online stuff. And so it's really about, so it's made to weather, right? It's made to be outside. It's about how you use it. We do a lot of truck steps, and we've had it on some of our trucks for like, you know, a year or 2 years. But we're not like jamming our muddy boots into them, and we're pretty like easy going on them. It's great branding though. Like, we have so many people, like, when they see us park somewhere, like, ask about them. Again, tax write-off, businesses, people. These are amazing tax write-offs for cooler tops, for truck steps, for everything. So the truck steps, it's really about the weathering of like how you use it, how much you're using it, like how hard you are on it. We have quite a few people who order like a set, and then halfway through the year they decide they want to order another one, which we do have a huge discount that we do for people that do reorders. Just, you're like, hey, I want the same design as last time, just re-up me. And then it's like a half off ceramic and a massive discount. That's like 30% or 40% more. You just reach out to us and you'll get that. And yeah, and you can change your color too. So if, like, you know, once a year or like every 6 months you want to change it up, you're welcome to do so. And yeah, a lot of people use their names on the truck steps. You have to remember, with the truck steps, we have, let me grab one real quick. These are sick. I fucking love these. These are awesome. So the truck steps, you have to remember, are usually about like 5 3/4 by like 6 inches wide. And same with truck steps as coolers. When you're sending in sizing, we have a whole tutorial on how to do that. If we don't have your exact truck step because there's a lot of them. The sizing on these, because it's only so tall, just remember we can only do logos that are so detailed. And unlike coolers where we need a 0.15 in between every piece of detail, on truck steps we need a 0.25 because again, you're stepping on these and like, I just don't want to make things that are just going to get destroyed. So when you are measuring for your truck step as well, this is just like a border that goes on it. Say your truck step side to side is actually 6. We recommend when you send us the size and it's on the guide online, you send it in an 1/8 inch on each side at least, because otherwise it's the rubbing of stepping onto it and the longevity is so much better. We have ceramic coating as an option for all of our truck steps and our cooler tops. It is not needed. You do not have to add it, but it does just help with like UV, like sun, a little bit of like weathering and stuff like that. Super easy to wash. That's another big question. You just use simple green, water, soft brush, and yeah, it's really simple. Install takes you like 5 minutes. They can stretch. It could be a little stretchy when you pull it. We have tutorials on how to install too if you have questions, but that is the shop. And again, appreciate all of the business, either you've given to us or future business. If you have any questions at all, my customer service team is amazing. So just hit them up. Again, we love custom things. And we look forward to working with you if we haven't.